Gotta be quiet. You gotta be real quiet because I'm about to reveal something that I've been working very hard on. And, I want to hear no complaints about off-camera building. Absolutely none. Do you understand? I've been a diligent little buzzy bee during my time away. I've created a sugarcane farm. I'm oxidizing some copper. I've penned some cows completely willingly. They totally want to be here, don't you cows? Yes, yes you do. And I've been building. I just did a little bit of off-camera building. This is really a haphazard, thrown together, quick pop-up area for me because I'm going to be working here primarily in terms of my gathering, and then I'll be building primarily over there. So I just set myself up with a little chest organization system and this cute little house. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I did no planning. I basically created the inside first and then was like, I'm kind of sick of nearly getting blown up by mobs, so I might as well create a shell. And if we go up, it's trash. It's dog water. It's garbage, but it's mine. And I love the texturing. I think the texturing has come out very well. I have a little bit of an automatic smelter going on. We've got a clock, so we know what day it is, and a bed to sleep. And if we come out here, it's the back entrance, and you can see we still have our organized chests there. Amazing. So today, do I have an episode for you? We are going to be grinding. We're going to be doing the grind. I've already done a good portion of the grind so far in order to get myself to this point so I'm not as squishy, but we're going to beat the game today. We kind of just want to set myself up with good gear so that as I'm building for the rest of the series, it's a little easier. So, if there's a slight delay between this episode and the last episode, you know why. I'm going to have to get another right. I have to do it. It's the only way I will survive in Minecraft for long periods of time. I die too often. I need good gear. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get on the grind set. So we're going to cut to a grinding montage, and I'm going to waste hours of my life doing this and cut it into like a 30-second clip for your viewing pleasure. You're so welcome. Okay, it's an update. All right. Let's. Okay, there's an update. There's an update time. So I have geared up quite a bit, as you can see. I've got a lot of stuff going on right now. And I'm seriously thinking about going to the end, but I just want to find the end portal, and I've spent a lot of time trying to find it, and you'll never guess. You see I've got some of the stuff. I went and got blaze powder. I did like a whole nether montage. It was painful. There's a lot of death. There was so much death. I lost like a full set of diamond gear. This is what I've got left. I've got more diamond gear at home that I'm going to enchant fully as soon as I'm back from the end. I think I just want to get the end over with. I just need to get it over with. I'm going insane. This has been hours. When I take you back to my base, you will understand how long I have been grinding, how hard I've been grinding. When I show you the village setup that I've got going at the... I'm in pain. I'm in Spain at the S. Crazy. Going crazy. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm attempting to find the end fortress. The stronghold. There we go. That's what it's called. So I dug down when I saw the eye kind of go down, and as soon as I did that, I couldn't find it. I've been searching for hours, and do you want to know where this is? Where exactly I'm digging around like a mouse in the wall looking for cheese? Well, you know that restriction we have? Yeah. You know the restriction we have about not using boats? This is apparently where the end fortress is. It's somewhere underneath here. Listen, I'm not too pressed about this. Yeah. It's down below. Apparently. I've yet to find it. Guys, look what I found. I'm here. Oh my god, this is great. This is wonderful. Alright, let's find ourselves that portal. Get ourselves moving. Okay. So I found the stronghold portal. I ran out of disk storage in the middle of it. But I found the portal. I made a little nether tunnel up to it, and now I'm just collecting more blazes because I absolutely ran out of Eyes of Ender, like a chump, like a noob. And now I'm playing chicken with these blaze rods because I just... Oh, it's so nerve-wracking. So this is really my method. I like close it off. You can see that's where I first came down, and like I jumped right down into here and completely lost all of my stuff. So I know better now. Just gotta go. Oh, hello. Yep. Hello, buddy. We go. And boop. 4 is enough. Okay, that's plenty. That is plenty for what I need. Now I have to go get Eyes of Ender from some villagers, and I'll show you my villager setup after we escape this. Being in the Nether, this is genuinely one of my best methods whenever I am playing Minecraft to sort of navigate my way around it while I'm still pretty early game. And I don't want to put too much effort into resource gathering to make the Nether like really accessible. This is like a really fast, easy way, because the thing about this world is it is like random generation 1. I am eventually going to come to an end of it as soon as I finish all my challenges. So I don't want to put too much effort into like the Nether. So this is a really easy way to do it. You go up just below bedrock, one below the first settings of bedrock, and that's how you navigate around. You just find the area that you need to be in. You mark it off, you get the coordinates, then you tower up, you get some ladders, and you make little staircases back towards your own base, because you'll very rarely see like large gaps in sort of areas around here. It's usually a lot of netherrack. You can make tunnels very easily. It's a really safe way to navigate the Nether while you're still not feeling very confident about it. So this is the one towards my home, which when we come to the end of it, you'll see we got here, and that goes down towards my home. But then with the stronghold one, I've created out here. I just boop, and there we go. And we're home. Home, sweet home. My god, did I miss home. So very little updates to the actual house structure since I've last been here. I was able to make one of these and then remembered you needed silk touch in order to pick it up. So that's just going to stay there until I'm ready to get my silk touch stuff. And my cow farm thriving as per usual. So this is another thing I did sort of off camera, was I made myself a little sugarcane farm. It's not great. It's really not great. It's not efficient. I tried a couple of different efficient sort of radical redstone methods, but this just ended up being the design that worked the best. The other ones just could not figure it out for the life of me, but I promise you, by the end of next year, I'm going to be a redstone master. That is my goal, but for now, that's fine. That'll do. It is actually painful that I can't use a boat to get over to this village, because it would be 10 times faster if I could, but I have been very good. I haven't even touched a boat, haven't crafted one. I'm not a boat person. So let's head down towards this village. So this village used to be a lot bigger. There used to be a couple of houses there. I've torn them all down, just getting in the way, and instead I've pinned them all very humanely. Like, look, they get to roam around as long as they stay within the fences, you know, like that's nice. That's a nice little thing, you know. I've seen some very inhumane villager sort of situations before. This is definitely the nicest out of all of them. Prices are so steep these days. Damn. Okay, it's fine. We'll eventually zombify and cure and do all of that stuff, but for the moment we need to head back, and we need to get myself all prepared to go to the end. And we're about to do this. I am so nervous. Oof. Okay. Alrighty. Wish me luck. Okay. I don't know if I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I'll be okay. Oh, did you see that? Did you see me nearly jump off the edge? Oh my god. Brutal. Okay. We're here. Whoop. Hate that. Oh, hello. Yep, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, it's update time. Okay, let's go through the updates. So number one, big update. I think you guys already saw it. I defeated the Ender Dragon. I got geared up from all of the XP that I had. I just basically went in and enchanted it and just took whatever I could get and then stuck some mending on it because we're not thinking too hard about this. So let me, by the way, show you a little bit of what I'm thinking about doing in terms of building as well, because I have been grinding this out for the last 2 weeks. It has been a grind. I've been dying a lot. I'm also trying to organize sort of going to Florida. When this video comes out, I might actually be in Florida. Yippee! In Dragon Age Inquisition, there is this area called the Emerald Graves. And I had this idea for the Flower Forest village where I would make big flowers and they would look really beautiful. But it's very hard to get that organic shape within Minecraft because everything is blocks, and I don't have weeks and weeks and weeks to plot this out. I want to just get this challenge done. I still want it to look pretty, and one of the things about like flower forests is they're really, really dense. Like if you come up here, I feel like you get lost in them very, very easily. You lose sight of everything. It's just the trees and the flowers, and it's really beautiful. And one of the places in Dragon Age Inquisition that reminds me a lot of these is the Emerald Graves, and there's a little bit off of the Exalted Plains, ancient elven structures off the Exalted Plains that remind me a lot of that area as well. So I was thinking we could do builds based off that. We'll have sort of elven ruins kind of dotted about the place. One of the big things I really want to do is there's a haunted Orlesian mansion within the Emerald Graves that I'm obsessed with. I think it's so pretty. It's in a sort of French Versailles style, and I think that could look really, really cute. Like up on top of the very tippy top of the hill, we could create it, and I think we could tuck it really nicely, like over there. So that's what I'm thinking about, and I think we'll build up custom trees, we'll make it even denser, and we will flower the hell out of it. Because I want to do ruins, and I want to do that particular palace build, and the amount of iron that it takes to make rails, I'm gonna actually build the villagers their village now, and I'm just gonna leave it over there. And I don't know what the theme is gonna be. I'm gonna try and figure that out, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect a couple blocks, get on the grind, and then we're gonna build our first building while we're working on them. So this might cut to a time lapse, and it might not. Who knows? Ooh, I'm actually going to do a resource gathering montage. Congratulations, you just can't figure me out. Yes, I'm collecting quartz and andesite and stone and diorite and a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood that goes into this. I really did a lot of resource gathering, and this is kind of a snapshot of what the theme is going to be. Okay. I have cleared out this village completely of any buildings. Now we just have this little structure that corrals the villagers that I have. I'm not actually sure how many I have. I think I'm going to start numbering them soon so that I can figure out how much I need to get to 50. But the goal now is just to create the village. So as you can see, I've marked out some spots of little buildings that I want to sort of create. I've kept it relatively small scale, but it's going to be very detailed. I think that's what's going to bring it together. And then I have this little open section here that I think I want to give something cool for. I want to either do a statue or a tree, some sort of indicator that might actually connect this village to the ruined main base that we're going to do over there. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do in this section. So if you have any ideas for that, leave them in the comments below for the next episode. Now that I have all of my gear, it's not the best gear in Minecraft, but it'll do me for this little series. I've got some good netherite sort of tools. I'm able to sort of gather resources very quickly. I have one shulker box. I still don't have an elytra, so I think elytra will be next episode vibes. But for this episode, I'm ready to start building. I'm itching to start building. So this is a little kitten that I got to help keep away all of the creepers, and you're going to help keep them away while I'm building this lovely home, aren't you? Yes? Yes. Okay. Let's get started. Yes, so there we go. We've got the library and the farmhouse done. I'm more thinking about this in terms of like a whatchamacallem, a sort of like a storage farmhouse, like an older rundown one, and then you have like the newer side of town is going to come over here. I'm going to do a potion shop over in this direction. I think I'm going to do then a couple of like bougie houses here, maybe a stables. And so far the bed count in each of these is now up to 8. And remember, I got 50 villagers I need to do. So I think I'm going to pop down an extension onto this farmhouse, probably over on this side. And do you like the path? Do you like the path? I'm loving the path. Now, I haven't planned out these builds. These are all stuff that I'm using sort of with whatever materials I have. I've gathered some of them purposefully, like the calcite now is definitely something that I went out of my way to get. But still, for just stuff that I have been collecting over time because I know I like to build with them, I am very pleased. And I love the roof shape. It kind of looks like Darth Vader, but it's also kind of nice. So let me show you a little bit of the upstairs. So here is what this looks like in here. There's workbenches for all of them to be able to use. And then here's their little bed area. So like these guys are communal, and then there's probably like the fancy boy one. We got wardrobes for them. A little bit of greenery sort of running in, and if they want to, you know, have a look up at the roof, they can look out over the village, hopefully not throw themselves off. You know, I know that life is stressful, but hopefully not that stressful. And then there's a little walkway right down here, and it's very cute, and I really like it. So one of the things that I'm desperately in need of though is moss. I need some moss, so I'm gonna go adventuring and I'm gonna get some moss. So next time you see me, I'll be mossy. Big updates. We have a lot of the sort of posher side of this village done. Hello, cat. So this old farmhouse I like, but I definitely, now it feels strange where it is, so I don't know if I want to move it. But I think once I add more sort of like kind of more run down older types of houses along this way, it'll start to make sense. But this is the main sort of rich person place. So we have this gorgeous fountain in the center. Oh, by the way, I did find moss and all that, so I will have to go and add a little bit more detailing around the place once I have that done. But for now, I just want to show you. I'm really excited about it. So we have a fountain in the center. I think it looks really pretty. It's a little all over the place, but I kind of like it. This is the cleric area. So this is where they'll go and they'll do all of their work. You see I've created little shelves from these birch stuff, and then there is of course the holy nether wart there. How I've been getting around the bed situation is I just kind of have these. They don't look great. They don't really match the vibe or the place, but it was the easiest solution to get beds in the sort of amphitheater area without having to make them their whole big thing. So I think that works out very well for the vision I had. Another custom tree. I think this is the biggest one I've done, and I really like it. The library is complete, it's finito, and this new building that I added, I'm still not sure about. Feels like there's just something missing from it, and I cannot for the life of me figure out what it is. But this is the blacksmiths. I definitely have a little bit more work to do on it. So in total there are 20 beds sort of from that lot, and that lot. So I have 30 more to do. And that will become a lot easier when I actually have a couple of the residential buildings in. Random place to pause it, I know, but I actually have to tell you right now that this video got very much interrupted because this is the point that I learned that I had COVID and I got locked in my room for an entire week. I had to cancel my Florida trip and I really wasn't feeling like giving my all to filming, so what I did was a huge chunk of work. We're going to run through it in the next few clips. Hope you like it. Sorry that it's not, you know, fully developed in there, but enjoy. It's done. So let's start up at the sort of posh area and let me bring you around. So at this point there are 30 beds in this village, which means there's a capacity for 30 villagers. And see, that's the thing. I've been thinking about this challenge and I've been thinking about how difficult it would be to breed up 50 villagers and name tag all of them. And I think at the end, I'll do that, but for now, the goal, the challenge that I'm trying to complete is making a village that can contain 50 villagers. Doesn't mean it has it, but can contain it. So that is what I'm hoping to actually do right now. So that's how I'm cheating the system a little bit. So we'll start sort of with what you guys have seen. You've seen the farmyard, you've seen these custom trees, they're very pretty. This again kind of blooming a lot with these custom trees. So these ones are actually azalea trees that I grew up and then sort of shaped to make it look like that, because these sort of custom trees over here have been taking a lot of my time, so I thought let's cheat the system with smaller ones that I want to add just to make the place feel full. Now this is the fountain, and the villagers love the fountain. As you can see, they just, oh, they love to converge here. They love those bells. And you know what? Good for them. That's gorgeous. I like the decoration around here. I feel like it's missing something though. I feel like this area looks very, very plain, and I don't know what I want to add to it because I don't want this place to feel too crowded either, you know? But these guys seem to be wanting to crowd it. This then is the first residential sort of area of this place, and I think it's going to be the only one as well. And it's just a little simple house. And if you go to the back here, it has a little beach area at the back. That's where I relocated all of my blocks. This particular point of me relocating all my blocks and like my inventory just being a mess has been such a huge trial. Like, we really do need inventory management so badly. This place is where the smithies work. Again, I kind of like this village. It's cohesive, but it's also not. So I've got like kind of random designs everywhere, and I think it's just for me to explore shapes more than anything, especially because I have such a gargantuan task of making a village for 50 people. And I don't really want to do it poorly, but I don't want to do it plainly. So I'm kind of testing around with different shapes. So you can see we've got kind of the square boys here. We have the circular, the like, love this roof. This roof definitely is the piece that I'm like the most proud of. Then if we scoot along this way, we get to sort of a market stall area. So I've got these two. They're sort of posted up there. They've got their like items there that they sell. And this wonderful tree that's made out of the mangrove stuff, and I think it looks a little bit more old and worn, which is why I like it next to the old barn house. And then we have the new barn house, so I imagine they outgrew that one. It's starting to overgrow, it's starting to sort of break away, so they made a brand spanking new one, and this sort of begins the sort of style transition into the newer. I imagine this is the new village, and this is like sort of remnants of the old sort of poorer village. So if we come along here, I like this area a lot. I think it's overgrown, but in a lovely way. There's an upstairs where sometimes they get trapped and sometimes they get freed. So, I mean, it's up to them and how smart they are. And then if we come along here, there's the first of a residential house, which is this. And I'm not too upset with that. I think that's nice. We come over here, then we get to see our logger's cabin. So this is sort of where all of the logging and Fletchers live, so I tried to make that sort of incorporated around the place. I actually am really happy with this. As I've been building these houses, I've been tearing them down, I've been looking at them in different ways. They're really not very planned out, they're more spur of the moment, kind of whatever I have on hand I'm working with. I'm very much losing materials at this point. I'm going to have to go do a huge resource gathering again in order to finish this out, but I am very happy. We're at 30 out of 50, and I'll update you when I'm making another chunk of progress. So yeah, I'll see you then. guys, that brings us to the end of a very chaotic, all over the place video, as per usual on the Anpop Crafting channel. Yeah, so I completed this whole place while I was stuck in lockdown, trapped in my room because none of my roommates tested positive for COVID but me. So I got stuck in here all on my own, couldn't even go out to my common area. It was quite sad, I'm not going to lie. And I had to cancel a very big trip that I was really looking forward to. I was going on this trip to meet my friends who I played Dungeons & Dragons with every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. EST over on twitch.tv/thegildedflask. You should really check us out. But I was going over there to meet them. We were going to do some awesome content. And then I got COVID literally the day before I was meant to go. I was so upset. And I think what made it 10 times worse is I had all of the symptoms as well. So I was just suffering mentally and physically. It was awful. I had to do so many big girl calls with the doctor, with airlines. Thankfully everything is sorted. It's taking time, but it's sorted, and yeah, I've had a really rough week, but I managed to complete an entire Minecraft village. It's chaotic, it's all over the place, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's got a mixture of styles that don't really go together, and yet they do go together, and it is chocked full of flora and fauna, and I kind of love it, and it has been such a source of comfort for me for the last week to build this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, as chaotic as it was, and that is another one of our challenges ticked off. We have officially created a village for 50 villagers. So that is the video coming to an end. You guys should totally go into the description and check out the links to my other channels. So I have my variety channel where I do gaming or video essays. I've got a couple of cool things going on there. There's also links to the Board Chaps, who I am officially a producer for. I'm very excited about that. There's some very cool people over there. You can check out, of course, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast, as I mentioned. There is also a link to 404 Hosting, who do some amazing, high-quality Minecraft servers for really good prices. Thank you again so much for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back next time to do our main base. More building. Aren't we so excited? Guys, I'm so excited to actually crack into my main base. I think I'm actually going to enjoy it 10 times more than this, because I've actually been planning it, and I actually have an idea in mind as opposed to a chaotic spur of the moment building a village. So I hope you love that, and I hope you come back to see that, and that'll be another challenge done. And then I think the final video of this series, I mentioned before, will go on a killing spree. And you know, I feel like I really need that right now, but holding off on it is kind of like a reward for doing all this building. If you want to check out another video, you can check out the first one of the series, or I will have a update video on my reaction to some of the stuff we saw at Minecraft Live this year, as well as a 1.20 snapshot trial that will be out eventually whenever that comes out in the next couple of days. So get excited for that. And again, I can't stop thanking you. Like, it's a new channel, there's very little people watching right now, but the ones that do, I so appreciate it. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye. quick pause here. So at this point, I got COVID and I had to cancel my entire Florida trip. And I really didn't feel like recording in a very linear style at that point. I just sort of sat down and played Minecraft for a while in order to cope with the fact that my entire trip got cancelled and I was feeling terrible. So when I update you again, it's going to be a lot of progress, but trust me, it's just because I had a pretty terrible week and Minecraft makes me feel a lot better. So I hope you enjoy. Just a quick explanation for why this might be jumping around so much.